Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would do a full face of Pat McGrath, or at least with the products that I have. I have a lot of her eyeshadow palettes, but I wanted to use the Rose Divine 2. I just want to use these colors more because it's new and I've been, liking something a little bit more flashy. So I'm going to go ahead. This month I've been using the Pat McGrath foundation a lot more often, and so I have better thoughts on it than I did when I did my first impressions way back when it was first released. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't have the Pat McGrath primer. I didn't hear good things about it, so I didn't get it, but I'm going to use my e.l.f. matte putty primer. I noticed that this works well with this foundation, and actually my foundation wears well all day. It doesn't break up. The only place I noticed it breaking up is right here around my nose, but all makeup usually breaks up already, but that was the only place I noticed that it breaks up. With some other primers it does break up a little bit faster, but this is the one that works for me right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let's go ahead and use the Pat McGrath foundation. I have mine in the color LM14. So I'm just going to use my Hourglass foundation brush and I'm just going to pump some into there and start patting that out. Blend that in the areas where I don't need as much coverage. And I've been loving this foundation because it's so light. It feels like skin. I don't feel like I have a ton of makeup on. And I need a ton of makeup just because of my hyperpigmentation. So let me just even out my skin tone, and then I'll take a little bit more and just put it right where I need it. And I'm going to dab that in with my foundation brush. And then I'm just going to go in with a beauty blender and pat that out. This is a wet beauty blender. I squeezed out all of the water. Okay. So it is so light. It doesn't cover my hyperpigmentation, but it does even out my skin tone. I think if I didn't have the hyperpigmentation, this would work really well for my skin. And I have mature, oily skin, so a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, and it doesn't settle into my lines, which is really good. Okay, so I have two of the Pat McGrath concealers, one for under my eye and one for my hyperpigmentation. I have LM14 for the hyperpigmentation and L5 for under my eyes. Now the L5 is a little light, so I'm going to mix it with the L14, and I only need a tiny bit. I don't need too much. Let's see, even that might be too much. And I like to put that in areas where I need it to bring my face forward. And then I'm going to use the L14 to blend that out and then put that where I need the most coverage. And this is nice and thin, so it doesn't feel caked on. I really like this concealer. And you know me, I'm all about concealers since I have all this hyperpigmentation. Then I'm going to take the concealer brush, the Hourglass concealer brush, and I'm going to start blending that out. Then I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'll just pounce just to even that out, and then pounce the rest of my concealer in. I used to think that was so many steps. Use a brush, use a sponge, use a brush, use a sponge, but I noticed that I do get the best application that way. So I guess it's worth it. Okay, then I have two of the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection. I have one in light and one in medium. The light I put under my eyes, and I'm gonna just use the Wayne Goss airbrush, and I'm just gonna pat that into there, and I'm gonna tap my eyes, under my eyes, get that so it doesn't settle into my fine lines and wrinkles, and this works great. Now, I don't have any combo of face products that helps me not have to powder all day, but this does help it from getting into my fine lines and wrinkles. So I like to get it where I have my big pores. This is very blurring, which is nice. And then I use medium for the rest of my face. Does anyone know if the Pat McGrath, the regular loose powder, works like this one? Because if it does, then I need to get that, because This is very expensive to just use all over my face, but it does work in blurring and keeping my face makeup on. And I love that it's blurring. So if anyone knows, please let me know in the comments down below. Or maybe I'll just purchase it in the next Sephora sale. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I don't have any eyebrow products. I don't think she has any eyebrow products. So I'm just using my Hourglass. This is my favorite eyebrow product from Hourglass, and I've been using this for years. And someone asked me why I like this one so much. It's more waxy, and the pigmentation doesn't come off like really harsh. So for someone like me who's not good at doing eyebrows, this is like perfect. It's easy and it's fast. I don't have to spend a lot of time. Then I'm going in with my Hourglass Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel, and this is also in Warm Brunette. And I'm just gonna take the short side, do that up this way. And this is okay, I won't be repurchasing this because I have drugstore products that can do basically the same thing. I haven't found a brow product or brow gel that I absolutely love yet. So if you have straight eyebrows that only grow one way and won't move, let me know if you have a brow product that you recommend. I'd like to try it. So then let's go in with the eyes. I want to use this vibrant pink here. All I have to do is run a few errands today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go into this color right here with a fluffy brush. This is the Wayne Goss 03. And I'm going to just use that as a transition. Oh, nope. I'm going to do eye primer first. I'm going to use my Hourglass Veil Eye Primer. This does help the longevity of my eyeshadow, and it doesn't crease. So that's a big bonus for me with oily eyelids. So I like to just put that on my eyes. That out evenly. Let that set for just a minute. Okay, then we're gonna go in. Let's get that into the crease. And onto the outer V. And even though I'm a neutral lover, I've been loving this palette. I've been wearing it a lot. And the different eye looks that I've come up with it, I've loved. It's a little more out there than the Divine Rose one, but I still love it. I can still wear it as an everyday makeup as a mom. Although we haven't been going anywhere, so. Okay, then I'm gonna take my Wayne Goss number 19. And I'm gonna go into this color right here and lay that onto my outer V. Just kind of pat that in. After I pat that in, I'm gonna bring it a little bit into my crease, where my crease should be. Hi. She's still in her jammies. Her hair is crazy, but she just wanted to come say hi. Hi. Say bye now. Bye. Then I'm gonna wipe off the brush. Then I'm gonna go into this pink color right here and take that into right where my crease is supposed to be. Right there. And I start from the outside because that's where I want most of my color to be. But here I got a little bit too much in the front. And then I'm gonna go in with my first brush and I'm gonna blend that up so that there's no fine line. See how pretty that looks? Then I'm gonna go in with my Sonia G Worker 3 brush, and let's see. I think I'm gonna use this one right here, and I put that all over my lid and tap that in. Then I'm gonna use the same brush and go into this color and put that on my outer V. Just tap that right in there and then tap to blend with the first lid color. Oh, I love this palette. So fun. Then I'm going back in with my first brush and I'm gonna blend that all up again. Isn't that fun? Then I'm going in with my Wayne Goss 07 and I'm gonna take this shade right here and line the outer portion of my lower lid. Connect it with the upper lid. And then I wanna take a pencil brush And I'm going to go into this pink right here, and I'm going to line just the outer portion of my entire lower lid. Just nice and gently. Liking how that's turning out. Let me line my waterline and I'll be right back. All right, let's curl the eyelashes. And I'm using of course, my Surratt. The best eyelash curler ever. It grabs all of my eyelashes, which is amazing. And then I've had this Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes mascara here, and I haven't opened it, so I thought since we're doing a full face, let's go ahead and give this a try. Okay, this is what the mini looks like. It's one of those full brushes. Let's see how this works out. Ooh, the brush is big for my eyes. That's what it looks like with one coat. It's not really doing much for my eyelashes. Let's see how many coats I need to put on to make it work. I think I've heard mixed reviews about this mascara. It may not work for me. Let's see. Reserve judgment. It's building up nicely. Definitely have to put on more than one coat. It is lengthening though. Okay, that's what it looks like with 2 coats. Okay, I'm gonna try one more coat. The thing is, it looks good even, it's easy to layer coats on because not all mascaras are like that, you know what I mean? And maybe it's because it's brand new and it's still kind of wet. Okay, 3 coats. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Aubrey, the pencil powder liner, on the outer third of my eye. I think that's all I have for Pat McGrath. So let me finish the rest of my face. Okay, I'm going in with my lip pencil Buff from Pat McGrath, and I'm gonna line my lips. I'm gonna color that in just a little bit, especially on the outside part. And then I'm going in with my gloss. This is the Divine Rose Gloss, and I'm just gonna put that gloss on. She did sell this as part of a trio with her Divine Rose, but I already had it, so. See how pretty that is? And there you have it, my full face of Pat McGrath. Loving it. And I'm loving the foundation and the concealer, and it doesn't settle into my fine lines. Let me bring you up closer so you can see my eyes. See how it's not making my under eyes look crepey or anything? They look good like this all day. So, see, and I have a lot of wrinkles there. Okay, I'm gonna set my face with the Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. Then take my beauty blender and just kind of pounce everything. Then I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath, the light powder, go in with my Wayne Goss one more time and just set around my T-zone. Actually, I'm gonna go in with a medium because I can tell the white. Right where my pores are. It's so blurring. Oh, magic. There's my full face of Pat McGrath, or what I have of Pat McGrath. I will say the mascara surprised me. I think I like it, but I gotta see how it wears and see if it transfers to my lower lid. But after 3 coats, it gave me what I was looking for. It's not as good as my Thrive Cosmetics or my Hourglass Caution, but it'll do. I'm gonna use it up. And let me know if you have any questions or comments down below with regards to Pat McGrath products. If you'd like to see me use another palette from Pat McGrath, let me know and I will record that for you as well. Well, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you would be so kind as to share this video with someone who you think might enjoy this kind of video, I would really appreciate that. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.